So in case if it is asked for an unequal interval, so the last classes we discussed for the equal interval. If it is asked for unequal interval, what you do is that as usual we use the usual procedure, you find what is the f of x. What is the equal interval formula? Which formula you can apply? For equal, NFIF or NPIF. For unequal, you just divide difference and take that distance. Using any one of those formula, as usual you find f of x. After finding f of x, what you do is that directly differentiate and find what is f dash of x. No formulas for unequal interval. You know how to find the f of x. So find f of x, directly differentiate and find f dash of x. Okay, ma? So next we are going to start with our integration. So take down numerical integration. Numerical integration. You are going to discuss the formula both for single as well as double integral. Numerical integration. Numerical integration. So take down the process of evaluating a definite integral. The process of evaluating a definite integral from a set of tabulated values of the integrand, integrand f of x is called numerical integration. This process when applied to a function of a single variable, is known as quadratic. So in this topic we are going to discuss how to solve the integral problems using tabulated values. That is, you are going to solve by numerical approach. Instead of doing integration, you are going to convert them as a discrete set of values, and using the formula you are going to find the integral value. So you are going to study three formulas here: trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 and Simpson's 3/8. Three formulas for the single integral. Okay. To derive all this, then we have one basic formula which is called as the Newton-Cotes quadrature formula. Using this as the formula, we will be taking the derivation of the trapezoidal, Simpson's 1/3 and Simpson's 1/8. So three things. Okay. So note down Newton-Cotes quadrature formula. Newton-Cotes quadrature formula. Newton-Cotes quadrature formula. Newton-Cotes quadrature formula. Now we know the integral to be capital I. It is nothing but integral a to b f of x dx. That is equal to, write the formula, nh into y0 plus n by 2 into del y0 plus n into 2n minus 3 by 12 del square of y0 plus n into n minus 2 the whole square divided by 2n into del cube of plus n power 4 by 5 minus 3n cube by 2 plus 11n square by 3 minus 3n into del power 4 of y naught by 4 factorial plus etc. This is the Newton force quadrature formula. So normally what is meant by integral? No? If you are given a curve, what you will do? So they are given the curve y equal to f of x. Okay, integration is nothing but simple payments. That area we have to integration படிச்சீங்களே first semester ல integration யூஸ் பண்ணி என்ன கண்டுபிடிச்சோம்? டபுள் இன்டெகிரல் ஏரியா கண்டுபிடிச்சி ட்ரிபிள் இன்டெகிரல்னா வால்யூம். ஓகேவா? சோ அந்த இந்த ஏரியா கான அந்த கர்வ் கான ஏரியா வால்யூம் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சோம். சோ இங்க நம்ம நியூமெரிக்கல் அப்ரோச்ல நம்ம த்ரீ ஃபார்முலாஸ் அப்ளை பண்ணுறோம். ட்ரெபசாய்டல் சின்சஸ் மெத்தட் அண்ட் சின்சஸ் தியரி. நியூமெரிக்கல் மட்டும் இல்ல, இந்த ஸ்கூல்ல வந்து அந்த ரீமான் சம்னு ஒரு இன்டெகிரேஷன் ஃபார்முலா படிச்சிருக்காங்க. ஞாபகம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு கதை நடத்திப்பாங்க. இன்டெகிரேஷன் ஃபார்முலா முன்னாடி ரீமான் சம் யூஸ் பண்ணி நீ எப்படி வந்து இன்டெகிரேஷன் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறீங்க? ஞாபகம் ரீமான் சம். ஓகேவா? அந்த பேசிக் தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா we are going to convert them as a discrete set of values. So integration நார்மலா பேசிக் டெஃபினிஷன் என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா we divide them into various subintervals. in a full area ஒண்ணா நம்மளால கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாதுன்றதால நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், smaller portions ஆ நம்ம அத பிரிச்சுப்போம். அப்ப என்ன பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொரு போர்ஷனுக்கும் தனித்தனியா வேல்யூ என்னன்னு கண்டுபிடிப்போம். அப்ப எல்லாத்தையும் மொத்தமா ஆட் பண்ணா you will get the entire value. That is a normal integration procedure. Okay, before knowing the formula. Here also we are going to do the same. Okay, we are going to divide them into various subintervals. When you will get the so when you will get the trapezoidal rule is that when you are going to consider one subintervals and find the area. Okay, so எப்போ நம்ம trapezoidal formula நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்க அப்படினா one subintervals. Okay, first நம்ம என்ன பண்ணனும், find the value for this subinterval. Then we will find for this one. Then we will find for this one. இந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொண்ணா கண்டுபிடிப்போம். Then for the total area we are going to club everything. So this is the procedure for trapezoidal rule. Okay, for Simpson's one-third rule, what we will be doing is that we will be clubbing two subintervals as one and we will be finding the area. Okay, Simpson's one-third I combine பண்ண போற two subintervals. Okay, so first this two subintervals, then this two and then this two. Then for overall everything we are going to add everything and we are going to get the overall answer. That is for Simpson's one-third. Whereas for Simpson's 3a, you are going to compare three subintervals. Okay, மூணு combine பண்ணி first மூணுக்கு என்ன ஆன்சர், next மூணுக்கு என்ன ஆன்சர் கண்டுபிடிப்போம். overall என்ன பண்ணுவ, you find the sum of everything. That is called as the Simpson's 3/8. Okay, அதுதான் வந்து மூணு ஃபார்முலாக்கான டிஃபரன்ஸ். So in trapezoidal rule, how many subintervals you are going to take? 1. So to solve the trapezoidal rule, there is no restriction in the number of subintervals. ஏன்னா நம்ம தனித்தனியாக எடுத்து கணக்கு எடுக்க போறோம். So அது 5 subinterval இருந்தால பிரச்சனை இல்ல, 9 ஆ இருந்தாலும் சரி, இல்ல 20 ஆ இருந்தாலும் சரி, எந்த subinterval இருந்தாலும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. But when you come to Simpson's one-third, how many subintervals you are going to combine? Simpson's one-third, no? 2 subintervals. If 2 was taken by Yoshikawa, what are the numbers you will be getting? 2, next to 2 means 4, next 6, next will be 8, next will be 10. What type of numbers are they? 2, 4, 6, 8 they are even numbers. To solve by the problem with Simpson's one-third rule, you must need the number of subintervals to be an even number. Trapezoidal rule, no restrictions, any number of subintervals. Simpson's one-third, the number of subintervals should be an even number. Okay. Nothing for Simpson's 3a. How many subintervals you are going to combine? 3. First 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. What you can say about these numbers? 3, 6, not odd bar. Odd or even ரெண்டுமே கலந்திருக்கு. எப்படி நீ ஈஸியா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம்? நம்பர் சொல்லி பாரு. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Multiple of 3s. Okay, for Simpson's 3/8 rule, the number be a multiple of 3. So these are the points you have to remember to solve the problem. Okay, trapezoidal rule, no restrictions. Simpson's 1/3, the number of subintervals should be an even number. Simpson's 3/8, the number of subintervals should be a multiple of 2. Okay. Tell me how many subintervals are here? How many subintervals? How many subintervals are there? 5. What about others? Well, subinterval na ina. The edappa kedai subintervals undu. Okay, appo enna subinterval irukku? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the edappa gap irukku. Idha vandu nama subinterval nu solrom. Okay va? So if we have n number of values means the number of subinterval will be n minus 1. Onnu kammiya. 5 values irundha enna subinterval irukku? 4. 7 values means the number of subinterval will be 6. 1 value will be less than the number of x values. The gap irukla inda count pannidha one number of subintervals. Normally it will be denoted by the symbol n. Ingala n போறோம். It indicates the number of subintervals. Enna subintervals வச்சு நம்ம solve பண்றதை நம்ம செய்யணும். Okay, should we start the formula? Just you try to memorize this one. Very rare case only. If they ask us, they can ask this formula as a 2-mark question. Okay, we are not going to apply this in our problems or nowhere. Just they may ask this as a simple 2-mark question. Okay, so take down trapezoidal rule. First formula, trapezoidal rule. Trapezoidal rule. Trapezoidal rule. So write I equal to integral a to b f of x dx is equal to h by 2 into y naught plus yn plus 2 into y1 plus y2 plus etc. by n minus 1. This is a formula for a trapezoidal rule. Formula, trapezoidal formula. So instead of remembering this as a notation, remember the formula in wording which it will be easy now. So in wording so how can I write this formula is h by 2 into first value plus last value. All this you are going to take only the y values. First value plus last value plus 2 into all the remaining values. That is a trapezoidal rule formula. Okay, h by 2 is common for everything. We have to add the first and last plus 2 into all the remaining values. Next one, Simpson's 1/3 rule. Simpson's 1/3 rule. Simpson's 1/3 rule. Simpson's 1/3 rule. I is equal to h by 3 into y naught plus yn plus 4 into y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus etc. plus 2 into y2 plus y4 plus y6 etc. So how to remember this one easily is h by 3 into first and last plus 4 into the odd notation values. This odd will indicate the y suffix notation 1, 3, 5 and the suffix is the notation. So plus 4 into the odd values plus 2 into the even values. This is your Simpson's 1/3 formula. First and last plus 4 into odd plus 2 into even. Next one, Simpson's 3-8 formula. Simpson's 3-8 formula. Simpson's 3-8 formula, right? Simpson's 3-8 formula. I is equal to 3h by 8 into y0 plus yn plus 3 into y1 plus y2 plus y4 plus y5 plus etc. plus 2 into y1 y3 plus y6 plus y9 plus etc. This is the Simpson's 3-8 formula. So how to remember this easily is I equal to h by 3 into first and last plus 3 into non-multiples of 3. Multiples of 3 are varada number. Non-multiples of 3 plus 2 into multiples of 3. Plus 2 into multiples of 3. Three h by 8. Oh, I made a mistake. 3h by 8. Okay, remember all these 3 formulas thoroughly now. Only 3 formulas for the single integral. Okay, well. Tell me what is the trapezoidal rule? See a notebook or board. H by 2 into first and last plus 2 into all the remaining values. Simpson's 1/3. H by 3 into first and last plus 4 into the odd plus 2 into the even. 3 by 8. 3h by 8 into first and last plus 3 into non-multiples of 3 plus 2 into the multiples of 3. Very easy one. What will be your main thing is that you have given only the question as an integral function. You have to convert them as a x and y values. Using calculator you can do that now. Okay, whatever given here will be a corresponding f of x. So using that you can find what is the corresponding y value. So when the continuous data கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க அத நீங்க டிஸ்கிரீட்டா மாத்தணும். இதுவரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு டேரக்டா x and y values கொடுத்திருக்காங்கல. Here in this problem will not be so. It will be given only as an integral problem. Within the given interval, you have to decide what will be the x values. You have to identify what is the corresponding y values. Okay. Any doubt? Shall we start with the problems? So take down. Evaluate integral minus 1 to 1 1 by 1 plus x square into dx by taking evaluate integral minus 1 to 1 1 by 1 plus x square into dx by taking 8 intervals. By taking 8 intervals. 8 intervals. Okay. So in some problems, the number of subintervals will be given, ma'am. If it is not given, means you can decide by yourself how many subintervals you are going to solve. Okay. Here, what is the number of subintervals given? 8 subintervals. So number of subintervals means notation is n. So you are given n equal to 8. What is the general notation integral? A to b. Lower limit is denoted as a and upper limit is denoted as b. So a is given to be minus 1 and b is equal to 1. Okay, first write all this necessary data. And whatever is given in the integral, that you should consider as f of x. So what is f of x? இந்த dx க்கு முன்னாடி என்னெல்லாம் கொடுப்பாங்க அது எல்லாத்தையும் சேர்த்து என்னவா எழுதணும் f of x. So what is f of x? 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Okay, to start with the problem you need what is the h value. So what is the formula to get h is b minus a by n. Upper limit minus lower limit divided by the number of subintervals. So what is the upper limit? Number of subinterval is given to be 8. 2 by 8. 0.25. Okay ma? Number of subinterval அவங்க கொடுத்துட்டாங்க அதை எடுத்துக்கோ, கொடுக்கலனா நீயே டிசைட் பண்ணிக்கோ. Minimum 4 subinterval, not less than 4. Okay, minimum number of subinterval should be equal to 4. Don't take less than 4. So now you have decided that h is 0.25 ல இத வச்சு உங்களோட possible x values என்னங்கறதை டிசைட் பண்ணனும். You are going to form the table of x and y values. So start with x. எப்படி டிசைட் பண்றனா lower limit ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணனும். What is the lower limit? -1. அதோட நீ h கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கல அதை ஆட் பண்ணு. That is the next value. What is -1 plus 0.25? Lower limit ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணல. அதோட நீ கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கல h value அதை ஆட் பண்ணி upper limit க்கு வா. அதான் உங்களோட possible x values. -1 plus 0.25 -0.75. Now this value plus 0.25 நீ எது வரை போகணும்னா upper limit -0.5 -0.5 plus 0.25 -0.25 plus 0.25 0. Next possible x values. Listen, எப்போ நீ ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனும் உன்னோட upper limit value வந்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனும். What is upper limit value? 0 1 வரைக்கும் நீ இந்த process ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனும். அதுதான் உன்னோட இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் நீ சால்வ் பண்ண வேண்டிய x values. What is 0 plus 0.25? 0.25. 0.25 plus 0.25 0.5. Next value 0.75. Next value 1. உன்னோட lower limit ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி upper limit வரைக்கும் வரணும். So x values கண்டுபிடிக்க நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்? Add the corresponding h value. Okay, wow. Any doubt in forming the x values now? Okay. Now we are identifying the corresponding y values. To find the y values, you take the help of your f of x. உனக்கு f of x question ல இருக்கு. அதுல நீ எதுக்கு ஒரு x value substitute பண்ணி you find what is the answer. What is the first x value? -1. So substitute x as -1. Find what is the answer. Okay, x values fix பண்ணிக்கோ, அதை வச்சு you find the corresponding y values. And f of x substitute x as -1. Answer 0.5. Substitute x equal to -0.25, so -0.75. இங்க எழுதிருக்கலப்பா -1.75 அந்த வேல்யூஸ் எடுத்து சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணு. இப்போ x வேல்யூஸ் எடுத்து டிசைட் பண்ணுங்க. இந்த ஒவ்வொரு வேல்யூ x எடுத்து f of x சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணு. f of x x போடுறதா is 1 into k 1 plus open it again -1 Approximately 4 decimal places, no?
4 decimal places.
Approximately 4 decimal places. Point of 4 decimal places. Overlay to not 0. Denominator is 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. Do it fast, ma'am.
Verified by those.
Yes. See, you need to find only up to 0. Others are repeated values. The same 0.25, 0.5 and 0.75. Okay. That is negative and positive. But since we are having square, it is going to be plus 1. So we get the same answer. Should we discuss the answer? 0.5, 0.64, 0.8, 0.9412. Then it is 1. Next value 0.9412, 0.8, 0.64, 0.5. Since we are having square, both will give us the same answer. Whether in the statement formula is given, ma'am? Whether in the statement formula is given? Given or not, ma'am? Yes? Statement la enna formula podu solirukanga sollu. So we have to decide our formula. Okay? We have 3 formulas. We can solve it by trapezoidal rule or Simpson's 1/3 or Simpson's 3. Which formula you can apply here? How to decide that number of subintervals? How many subintervals you are having? It is given in the statement itself. 8 subintervals are given. If there are 8 subintervals, what are the formulas which is possible? Restrictions on the formula. Every other apply பண்ணலாம். Think and tell me. Trapezoidal rule, any restriction is there, ma'am? Trapezoidal rule, any restriction is there? No. Trapezoidal rule can be applied for any number of subinterval. So this problem can be solved by trapezoidal rule. For Simpson's 1/3, what is the condition?
Odd numbers மட்டும் even numbers மட்டும் multiple of 3 வந்து 1/3
Simpson's 1/3 வந்து number of subinterval வந்து even number ஆ இருக்கும். அது மட்டும் தான். ஃபார்முலா தான் உங்களுக்கு odd and even rule. Okay, for Simpson's 1/3 rule, the number of subintervals should be an even number. What is the number here? 8. It is even number or not? So we can apply the problem for Simpson's 1/3 rule. For Simpson's 3/8, what is the condition? It should be a multiple of 3. Okay, wow. Whether 8 is a multiple of 3? No. So we can't solve this one by 3/8. For the number of subinterval நம்ம இத வச்சு டிசைட் பண்ணலாம். trapezoidal rule நீ யோசிக்கவே வேண்டாம். எந்த நம்பர் ஆஃப் சப்இன்டர்வல் இருந்தாலும் நீ trapezoidal rule அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். Simpson's 1/3 உன்னால எப்போ போக முடியும்னா நம்பர் ஆஃப் சப்இன்டர்வல் வந்து ஈவன் நம்பரா இருந்தா மட்டுமே. Simpson's 3/8 நீ எப்போ அப்ளை பண்ணலாம்னா if it is a multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 னா what are the numbers? 3, 6, 9 and 12. Number of subinterval அந்த நம்பர்ல வந்ததுனா you can go for Simpson's 3/8. So this problem can be solved used by trapezoidal rule as well as Simpson's 1/3. We'll apply both the formula and solve here just for practice. Okay? Before applying the formula, before applying the formula with the help of a pencil, you denote the suffix here in the y values. எதுக்காக நான் odd evenல கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்ல அது அந்த பர்பஸ் தான். So always the value starts with y now. ஒரு பென்சில் எடுத்து y க்கு கீழ 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Mention like this just for your clarification. To pick up the values, it will be easy to substitute in the formulas. by trapezoidal rule. By trapezoidal rule. By trapezoidal rule. I is equal to, you have to write your formula. By trapezoidal rule, I equal to h by 2 into first plus last plus 2 into the remaining. This is your trapezoidal rule formula. First plus last plus 2 into the remaining. Okay. So whenever you consider the y values, it should be considered only once. No repetition is allowed. ஒரு தடவை ஒரு y value எடுத்து formula substitute பண்ணினா திருப்பி அந்த y value நீ திருப்பி formula substitute பண்ண கூடாது. Okay, when you substitute look into only the y values, don't consider the x values. So what is the formula? H by 2. What is the h value? 0.25. So 0.25 by 2 into what is the term given? First and last. First y value is 0.5. Last y value is 0.5. So first and last value will be 0.5 plus 0.5. So if problem போடும்போது என்ன பண்ணுவோம், பென்சிலை வச்சு ஸ்ட்ரைக் அவுட் பண்ணிடுவோம். அப்படின்னா நீ திருப்பி அந்த ஃபார்முலா கையில் திருப்பி எடுக்க மாட்டோம். So not you can avoid mistakes in the exam. Plus 2 into all the remaining y values. So plus 2 into 0.64 plus 0.8 plus 0.9412 plus 1 plus 0.9412 plus 0.8 plus 0.64. Find what is the answer. Very simple, trapezoidal rule. A. பார்த்தா பத்தாது பாது நோட் எழுதணும்ல. படம் பார்க்கும்போது அப்படியே உட்காந்துங்க. Write it. Substitute a calculator and get the answer. Yes. 1.5626. What about others? What is the answer now? 1.5656. So it's very easy, ma'am. Just you have to frame your x and y values and substitute the formula. Formula is also not a difficult one. So by trapezoidal rule you are getting 1.5656. So in your exams, if you solve by any one formula, that is enough, ma'am. Just for our practice, I am going to solve the same problem by using Simpson's 1/3. Okay, so write by Simpson's 1/3 formula. By Simpson's 1/3 formula. By Simpson's 1/3 formula. I is equal to h by 3 into first plus last plus 4 into odd plus 2 into even. 4 into odd plus 2 into even. Simpson's 1/3, no? We can't apply Simpson's 3/8. So the Simpson's 1/3 and 3/8 we substitute for the suffix table because you have to identify which is odd, which is even, which is a multiple of Next one 0.9412 plus next one again 0.9412 plus 0.64 or the odd output plus 2 into the even. So even means 2, 4, 6, 8 those values. So it will be 0.8 plus 1 plus 0.8. That's all. What is 3 values? Because 8 one only you are considered. So in the striking panina what enna advantage na values repeat panna maata edha values vittundalu you can identify. Fine, what is the answer? That value is in 1 point, but is also similar to that one. But I'm just saying brackets or any other thing. And normally what you people will do is that you will add everything and you will write that answer now. You will not multiply by x by 3. Don't forget that one when you do in the calculator. After adding everything, you have to multiply by 0.25 and divide by 3. Okay, it is maybe because of approximations. Okay, and as usual, I advise you that you put as a code in your calculator. Now, when you have 0.5 plus 0.5, you will add in the code. 4 into the add in the code. So, if you add in the code, don't approximate anything here. So, the calculator code as a code. So, you put in your calculator 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 4 into open all the brackets and put everything plus 2 into open a bracket and put everything as a code. தனித்தனியா கண்டுபிடிச்சு தனித்தனியா approximate பண்ணலாம். அப்ப பண்ணினாலும் அது வேரியேஷன்ஸ் வராது. After finding this one, multiply the answer by 0.25. Then after getting that answer, divide by 3. Okay, எல்லாமே அப்படியே as a whole you put in your calculator. If you approximate each and every one separately means in the final answer there will be a change.
0.25 divided by 3 is the answer.
Okay, ma'am. Any doubt in this too? Easy, ma'am. Easy, easy.
I'm ready. See that question.
See that question. Tomorrow you will know. Tomorrow is a serial.
And the method like that.
What is it? Yes, sir. Circle has been sent in the class, ma'am. Sir, they said circular has been sent, ma'am. So here also the same thing, as in differentiation I told you now. Here also there is a possibility of indirect questions. Okay, so take your next problem. Next one, the velocity the velocity v of a particle, the velocity v of a particle at a distance s, at a distance s from a point, the velocity v of a particle at a distance s from a point on the path is given by the table below, is given by the table below. Estimate the time taken, estimate the time taken to travel, estimate the time taken to travel 60 meters, 60 meters by using Simpson's rule, So take down the data. You are given distance in meter and you are given the corresponding velocity in meter per second. So distance is given to be 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Velocity 47, 58, 64, 65, 61, 52, 38. Simpson's rule. So here it is not a direct question, no? You have to think properly and to solve this one. So what is given for you? Data, what is given? You are given the distance and the velocity. Okay, what you are supposed to find? What you are supposed to find? Estimate the
60 meter by using 60
estimate the what
time taken to travel.
Okay, what you are supposed to find? The time taken to travel for 60 meters. We can take time to travel. But according to the data, you have given the distance and the velocity. Now tell me, what is the relation between distance and velocity? What is the connection between distance and velocity? Yesterday only we discussed in our differentiation. Yesterday only I gave you the formula. Rate of change of displacement is velocity. So what is v equal to? What is v equal to? Formula remember?
D will be dt.
Not dy.
dx.
Not dx. I asked you to note down all those formulas yesterday itself. What is velocity v equal to? Rate of change of displacement. What is the notation for displacement? ds by dt. Velocity is ds by dt. Okay, at least now you try to note down and memorize it. So what is velocity? ds by dt. What you are supposed to find? In a calculator, time in the denominator. So the direct number t calculator. First you find what is dt. So what will be dt from this equation? 1 by v into dx. Finding what is dt. Okay. So here we are getting the integral dt answer. How can you find t? இப்போ இது வந்து டிஃபரன்ஷியேஷனோட ஆன்சர். ஓகே, ஆனா எனக்கு வேண்டியது இதுல இருந்து நான் t கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். அப்புறம் நான் என்ன பண்ணா எனக்கு t கிடைக்கும்? சொல்லு. என்ன பண்ணா எனக்கு t கிடைக்கும்? இன்டகிரேட். ஓகேவா? இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணா நான் என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியும்? t கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். So we are going to integrate on both sides. So integral of dt integral of 1 by v into ds. So integral of dt will give you t. Correct? Integral of dx என்னமா x தான அந்த logic. Integral of dt will be equal to t. So the formula to get t will be equal to integral of 1 by v into ds. Okay va? So நம்ம t கண்டுபிடிக்க இத தான் நம்ம இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணனும். Okay va? So indirect questions are possible in your integration as well as in your differentiation. So mostly everything will surround around velocity and acceleration